Alright everyone, we're back. Part 2 of the Popping Bloons Odyssey. Now, this is where things sort of start to kick off a bit, because we have to do military only for 2 of these maps, I'm pretty sure. I think it's this one and the last one, Peninsula. Indeed. Okay. So this is going to be a tricky one for us, but that's why we brought along 3 boats, so we could do a bit of farming. Because if we can get any sort of extra money, it's going to help us out immensely. Probably down here to start, just to get those long, straight pathway shots. Come on. Thank you. Alright. This should be fairly good, even against round 4. Round 4 is always going to be a pain, but oh, there you go. No lives lost. Beautiful. That's exactly what we were looking for. Alright. Grape shot is going to save our ass for a while, and then we will slowly branch out into the bottom path to get extra money. Couple lives lost, that'll be fine. Once we get grape shot, everything should be all good. Alright. But yeah, so far so good with this Odyssey. Nothing too crazy yet, but I do believe these military only ones will be a bit of a pain. That's why I brought extra military towers rather than extra magic towers. I knew magic was going to be easy enough for Adora's Temple. And we managed to solve that problem pretty damn quickly too. Oh god, what sort of aiming is that? Should I leave him on last, maybe? Could be an answer. Let's just give him extra range first. I think that'll help out a lot. Alright, where do we want to place Churchill? I must admit, I don't use powers, but now would be a great time to use a pontoon, put it right there instead of the boat, and just have Churchill shooting down these lanes. Oh, now that would be good. That would be really good. But I'm kind of considering removing these trees to put Churchill up there, but that's a little pricey. You know, it's a little bit expensive. So perhaps, for now, we just stick to a little submarine to help us out. And then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so far so good. We're alive, and we've got more than 47 lives. That's always good. I do kind of enjoy how these Odysseys, or at least the hard mode versions, limit you to 50 lives. Weirdly enough, that's like the perfect number of lives for trying to do the Odyssey monkey knowledgeless. Because if you just had it set to 1 life, like it was in Chimps or in Poppable, that would just be insane. Asking people without monkey knowledge to just, you know, survive. Easy. Past round 4. You start on round 4. Good luck. It's a little insane. But, yeah, I'm glad we're at 50 lives. 50 lives is quite fair. Very generous to give out 50 lives. Alright. I really think we should get hotshots and then try for Merchantman right now, because we've just got airburst darts, which is extraordinarily strong. So I think we'll be good. The only map I really think we're going to struggle with is Peninsula with military only. That is going to be a bit scary, to say the least. Definitely going to scare us, because I did a little practice run, just because I was like, oh, I haven't really done Peninsula military only no monkey knowledge before. I kind of want to, you know, practice for it almost, right? I did a little practice run, and I managed to get the ball rolling, but before round 40, quite a few lives leaked. So now I've got a bit of a better idea of what's coming. How do we do here? Not super great. I was worried about that. But luckily we've had a couple rounds now where we've gained money, right? Yeah, 400. It's usually enough to mitigate any catastrophic losses. So can we afford triple guns before things get too crazy? That's what I want to know. I always, every time I'm in a sort of shitty situation, I always try and resort to the things I have on screen to start off. before I go ahead and buy anything. There we go. Okay, we're fine. Because the second you throw down a new tower, especially when you don't have a lot of money, you're expecting a lot from it. Like, a hell of a lot from that one tower to save you. And I definitely didn't want to sell this guy, because he had just started making money. So luckily we were able to get that in time before things really got out of hand. Alright. So I still want to get Churchill down soon. It's gonna suck getting him down late. But I'm willing to sacrifice this tree in order to get him in a slightly better position. Alright. There we go. There we go. Alright. So now we've got our friend Churchill on board. He's gonna level up by himself. We can just forget about him and leave him. He's gonna do great. Kinda want to put him on last so that he aims down here a bit more. That's a bit better. Bit better use of his powers. There we go. He's leveled up to 3 now. He should be fairly okay now. Like, not shockingly awful is what I'm aiming for. Perfect. Not too good, but not too bad either. Precise middle ground. Alright, we're going to want these for round 40. Because that'll pretty much solo round 40. Churchill's there for the leads. That's good. That's very good. And let's get a plane up. Just because I feel bad. We haven't placed one yet. And I feel like we're appropriately getting to the stage where we can feel relatively confident in our game plan. There we go, centered path. I do want to cross this with the middle. No? Yes. The middle's the cross, not what we're going for. That's what I meant. Okay. So Moab should be easy. Or at least easy enough. We can use Churchill's ability if it looks a little shocking. Are we good? Yeah, we're fine. Perfect. Never miss. Whoo! It's amazing how much 200 bucks extra at the end of a round really makes a difference. It's really quite shocking. That's why I brought along 3 boats, so that one can do this and the others can do DPS. It's honestly so good. So good. Alright. Now, Never Miss is going to do its job. Hopefully everyone else does theirs. Yep. It's looking good so far. We just need to keep this trend going. Just like, well, not like actual trends. Trends usually die out within like a week and a half. You know, like anything you ever see on TikTok and you think, oh, hey, that was funny. The next day, it's no longer funny. There's a new thing. It's like, you really want these things to last longer than trends. Alright. We're looking good. Fortifieds do get pretty far, but that's okay. Ooh. Cerams are a little scary. Oh, very scary. That guy's on his way out. Alright. Let's see what we can do with 10 grand. Should be able to get something decent. What do we want? Sniper, perhaps? I must admit, this is also the greed in me talking. But what if we go for a supply drop to get us even more money? This will work well because we put him on strong and the bouncing bullets is actually pretty insane. But we also secretly are actually just going for more money. You know, we're not actively trying to just beat the balloons here. And it seems to have worked. Honestly, I've slightly grown to love the elite sniper. Not the elite defender, right? Surprising. But elite sniper actually does do some decent work. Supply drop, thank you. And as usual, supply drop is actually a not so bad way of farming cash now. It's weird, because every time I think about farming cash with snipers, I think BTD battles, but weirdly enough, it works here too. Don't know what it is. It just somewhat works. And I say somewhat, because they've made it a bit more consistent now. It used to give a random amount of cash between two sort of ranges, or between a range, but now it gives a consistent... How much is it? Like 1,000 something? Or am I miles off? 1,200. There you go. Consistent 1,200 cash. That's pretty good, especially considering I'm mainly using him for cash. So realistically, when I want to afford, oh, I don't know, maybe the Spectre I'm actually saving up for and trying to win the game with, I can just sell this guy and it's really not that big of a deal. I'm tempted to even invest in going straight for the Elite Sniper too. Don't get me wrong, he's not the greatest damage in the world, but he's gonna make a hell of a lot more money. Yeah, we'll do it. Fuck it. What could go wrong? Aside from everything. You gotta live life dangerously sometimes. Big risk, big reward. If we can manage to pull off even one of these abilities, it'll save so much time. And I'm hoping we can. It's weird, I swear. Oh, he's on elite targeting now. Right. I was gonna say, I swear I had him on strong. Why is he not shooting the Moabs? Good old elite targeting. Okay, we are looking good. 55 seems to be handled, and this ability's coming in quick. And 3,000 cash. Thank you. Alright, so now this guy's worth 20k, and we've got 10k, so worst case scenario. Sell it, buy a Spectre. Easy fix. Easy fix. But we'll still see how far we can get without needing to sell it. Because let's be honest, if we don't need to sell it, why would we? Especially when it's bringing in extra cash. Okay, so far so good. Do we have anything for camo leads? Yes, Churchill and the boat. We're good. Both Churchill and the boat can pop camo leads, we'll be fine. Especially thanks to Churchill being able to. I wasn't really going to rely on the boat to do all of that, hell no. Oh, and the sniper, of course. Of course. Right, because it's not the elite defender. So going middle path cross is not a terrible thing. Well, it's not a terrible thing, but still, you just can't pop leads now, which is a little bit of a shame. Alright, come on. Just that little bit more cash. It's like a cash drop that doesn't feel like cheating. And there's our Spectre. Beautifully lined up for round 63. How have we managed to get two very strong towers before round 63? Oh yeah, this guy's made us $10,000. Whereas this guy's been on the field since the start of the game and has only made us like almost 7,000. Seriously. Supply drop's the way to go, weirdly enough. I know, it's just so strange, but look at that. There's another 3,000 for us. If we ever thought we were in trouble, now we can start working on a second Spectre. It's honestly so underrated. I love it. Absolutely love it. Alright. We're going to work on some more Moab popping power, because as you can see, that's what we were struggling with. So we're going to go aircraft carrier, because we don't need Moab popping power that can also see camos. That's what our Spectre's for. And we're not hitting round 90 anyway, so it's fine. Aircraft carrier. Beautiful. Beautiful timing. Alright, once we hit carrier flagship, this game's literally over. It's actually done for. There's no possible way these Bloons are actually going to make it through when we've got carrier flagship and Spectre. And a relatively decent sub, you know? The sub's sort of the icing on top. And the the elite sniper's the secret ingredient. Honestly though, 3,000 cash every time I use the ability. And the actual upgrade for the tier 5 itself is only like 14,000. That's insane. That's cheaper than all tier 5 farms by a mile. And this is pumping out 3,000 at the end of every, well, not at the end of every round, but quite frequently. It's probably better than some tier 4 farms, not gonna lie. Well, I definitely haven't done the math on that. I could be completely wrong on that fact. And I'm happy to accept that. But I'm just trying to stress how crazy this guy is for money making. 20,000. And it's only going to get better from here. All through one little ability. And we didn't have to waste an Odyssey slot on a tower that doesn't pop anything. You know? Well, admittedly, we couldn't have accepted farms anyway. But you get what I'm saying. I love, with all my heart, any tower that can produce money and deal damage. Especially if it can deal decent damage like this guy. Like, it's not super great, but you saw that it defended us from the round that we got stuck on initially. Alright, there we go. Problem solved. GG, game is won. I will see you guys at round 85 for our victory. Alright, here's round 85. I've literally just been spamming this ability. 40 grand is insane. We can buy a sub-commander if we really want. We could probably sell that sub-commander and this boat, buy ourselves a friggin', well, probably not a flying fortress, but we'd be damn well close. I think if we sold these two plus this sniper, we could buy ourselves a flying fortress, which is one hell of a way to stress the importance of an elite sniper's money-making skills. Holy shit. Anyway, onto cargo, which should be slightly nicer. I believe it's only to round 80, and we get to use our magic monkeys again, which is quite nice. There we go. Yes, I am indeed correct. The start is going to be a little awkward. Not going to lie. I'm tempted to then start with an Alchemist. Now, you may think I'm a little insane for saying that and doing that, but hear me out. The Alchemist's actually pretty damn good with handling round 4. If you put him on strong, let's see what he can do. Now, I'm almost guaranteed to lose lives here. I don't think there's any one of these towers that I could place straight up and guarantee not to lose lives, but at the very least, the Alchemist does a pretty decent job of it. And I can't say the same for any of the other towers here. Actually, I'll turn auto start off so I can actually focus. But yeah, not bad. 29, that I can work with. So then we sell him, and then we rebuy the actual tower we want. Now, admittedly, it does lose you money, but it potentially saves you lives, which can mean all the difference when you're playing on Peninsula. So, let's try now. Surprisingly, these other towers do fare better on rounds that are not round 4. But god damn, that's a lot of lives lost. Okay, maybe we'll back that up. Did we pause that just at the right time? No, we didn't. My bad. Alright. So let's just see, right? So we ended up with 29 lives with using the old Alchemist. So if we put this guy right like here, how many lives do we get left over? Let's just see. Because 29 is not bad. It's less than half. No, it's more than half of at least our current lives. And if we let the ninja play his game, we lose, damn, a hell of a lot more. But does he fare better now because he's closer to an upgrade? Maybe. We definitely can't get Seeking Shurikens. That's a complete bait. It's not nearly as good as Ninja Discipline, and you really have to wait it out to actually get the good upgrade here. Trust me when I say Seeking Shuriken will not benefit you long enough for you to enjoy it. 5 lives. Yeah, not really a fan of that either. I really do want to figure out if there's a tower that does well here. Like maybe Boat has enough Pierce to save us from round 4. We'll see. It's decent, but definitely doesn't save anything, does it? Oh! Actually, hold up. This guy just did better than the Alchemist. Okay. We have a contender. Never mind. We have a contender and he's doing well. Question mark? Is he doing well? I do want to save up for Grape Shot, but maybe I should play something else instead. Yeah, I think we're going to play something else instead. Okay. Okay. So boat start, yes. Then probably place a sub. I'd say around here. Just for in preparation of when the Moab starts coming in. So do that, and then maybe we have a bit more of a chance, because subs are insane. Don't get me wrong, definitely can't solo round 4 with a single sub. But any other round, subs have got you covered. For quite a few things too. Okay, now, question is, do I go for Grape Shot? I want auto start back on. Do I go for Grape Shot, knowing it'll be good? Or do I go for another tower again like Ninja, knowing it'll be potentially better? I want to go Ninja. Okay, there we go. At the moment, I find a lot of the time on more difficult maps, it's better to spread out rather than up. If you know what I mean by that, if you don't know what I mean, it's better to buy a bunch of 0 upgraded towers rather than put all your money into one. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. That's the metaphor. That's the one. So let's get advanced intel here so this sub can be a little bit more useful. There we go. Don't worry, all this red will soon disappear by round 40. And we'll need our sub to be ready by then. Ooh, hold up. Can we save those lives? Did I not pause it in time? Or rather, were my towers too fast? They were too fast. Alright, whatever. That's fine, that's fine. First set of yellows, it's understandable. Let's just upgrade our ninja so that doesn't happen again. If we can get Seeking Shurikens and Sharp Shurikens, that shouldn't happen again. Fingers crossed. Okay, there we go. We didn't get Sharp Shurikens, but we've got enough. Clearly? Clearly. Whew, honestly. Sometimes you don't often think about the towers you're going to start with on certain maps. But they really can make all the difference. Trust me, I've screwed myself over in Odysseys plenty of times by choosing annoying towers to start the game with. Alright, that's not going to work out well, and it doesn't look like we can afford Sharp Shurikens in time, so let's just sell you and then buy it. And then rebuy you. It is a bit of a waste, I will admit. But buying advanced intel without giving it twin guns is also a bit of a waste, so that's my bad. Okay. Perfect. Much better. Now, what do we need? We need Churchill. If we can get Churchill up soon, I would be so happy. So pleased with that. Alright. Let's try it. Hopefully we don't need to buy anything else in the meantime. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of things I'd love to have, including better DPS, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe Double Shot would do well. In fact, I know Double Shot would do well, but I'm sure without it, we aren't in the worst position, although this is slipping away from us if this keeps up. Yep. Okay, we need something. That sucks. So, what's cheaper? Grape Shot or Twin Guns it is. Let's try that. You target strong with double the firepower you normally have. Hopefully that covers us. Oh yeah, it does. It definitely covers us. Thank you, sub. Okay, please end the round soon. Ooh. Damn. It's like every time we get an inch closer to affording Churchill, it's just like, nope, something else. Grape Shot. Don't tell me Grape Shot's underperforming. Ooh, I don't want to lose lives just because Grape Shot didn't work out as well as I'd like. See, this is the struggle with more difficult maps, is you really have to, like, trial and error this until you get what you want. Ooh, everything else that I want to buy is potentially expensive. What if we go Alchemist here? I want him to buff the ninja eventually, but for now, he can just throw potions like a madman. Does that help? Does that work? Vaguely? Oh, he's not throwing nearly fast enough. Oh, but it works all the same. Okay, throw faster. We might actually turn this alchemist into a money-making alchemist. Come on, man. Come on. We can do this. It's just, I want to afford Churchill as well. I guess I could just sell these two to buy Churchill, but don't really want to do that if I can avoid it. Because the next round is going to be real easy. I think we just suck it up and buy Airburst. We just suck it up and buy Airburst, we'll be fine. Because now round 24 is easy. The round after should be easy. The round after that should hopefully be easy. Hey, we did actually need a lead defense, so this isn't the worst thing in the world, keeping the Alchemist around. Actually not terrible. Would you look at that? Although leads popping beyond the subs range might be a little terrible. We'll see. Maybe it'll be fine. It doesn't look like it's going to be fine, does it? No, actually, he doesn't even fully pop them all. Oh, okay. But we are so close. So close. Why is this lagging all of a sudden? It seems weird. Okay. I like how the rubber ducky stopped squeaking. I want to keep you around. I don't want to keep you around if we can buy Churchill when you're gone. No offense. It's just the case. Plus Churchill, I'm pretty sure, I'd like to think, is capable of popping Moabs. And leads. Leads mainly, but Moabs as well. Alright, let's try that. Come on, Churchill. You just need to prove yourself just now. Just right now. Thank you. Whew. He doesn't have to prove himself anymore just because he's leveled himself up now. So he's all good. He's in our good books now. Level 3 Churchill is much better than level 1. That is the true struggle. Also a good monkey knowledge. If you want to save your ass multiple beatings, get yourself the monkey knowledge that starts your hero at level 3 instead of level 1. Instant ability, and literally 3 times better than level 1. If you're going just based off of math, not off of actual stats and gameplay. Okay. That was probably a terrible idea, but we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so now we're actually just gonna go for triple guns and APD again. Because once again, that's my main way of popping the behemoth that is the Moab on round 40. And then as usual, I do say this quite often, but there is a lot of downtime between your first Moab and your second Moab. So it doesn't matter if you can barely beat the first Moab, because you know for a fact you've got, what, 9 rounds before your next one shows up? And generally those 9 rounds aren't as hard as a regular Moab. Generally. So you've got time. And that's especially good for making money. So we're going to try and turn this guy into a money-making machine before round 50. If we can help it. Oh, actually, and also to help out with the sub being the main driving force behind our popping power, we are going to place a ninja down there for fun. Literally no other reason than to give the sub range, because the sub is our main our main popper over here. We might even need Churchill's ability, but we'll see. Sub. I'm gonna use Churchill's ability. This is looking way too sus. That's much better. Okay. That is problem solved, and we've got Merchantmen. Perfect combination. Absolutely perfect. Because now, all of this shit is cleared and out the way for the sub to do even better. And we're making cash. Proper cash. Right. Let's start buffing this ninja. So that the catastrophe that was round 40 doesn't happen again. We good? We should be fine. Should be absolutely fine, yep. Okay. Whew. We can breathe. It was a struggle. It was definitely a struggle. But we're here now. 15 lives, admittedly, but we're here. Whew. Peninsula with 15 lives. Now that'll be interesting. I genuinely don't know how that'll go, but I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, and then stronger stim means that the ninja alone can probably survive now. Doesn't even need the help of the other towers, really. And I want to go for what? What do I want? Call me crazy, but I do kind of want an elite sniper. Maybe it's just the greed in me talking, and it's very possible that it is. But I do kind of want an elite sniper, but I should probably go for a necromancer instead. So I'm most likely just going to do that. Because this way we get shimmer and unpopped army too. It seems smart to do this instead, but the greed in me really wants to go for that good old elite sniper. Alright, but yeah, we're slaughtering Moabs now, so we should be fine. Round 63, I'm hoping, will be a combination of Prince of Darkness and Churchill kicking some ass. We'll even buy that, because we've got time. We've got time to make a little bit more cash here, but not a lot of time to buy like a fully fledged elite sniper or supply drop that costs much more than just one upgrade. So we'll see. Because this makes 500 now? Is that what I saw? I guess we'll see at the end of this round. Yeah, 500. That's pretty solid. Considering the regular supply drops give you 1,200 every, like, I don't know how long the cooldown is, like a minute or something. That's not too bad, considering you can go through a couple of rounds in a minute. Not too bad at all. Okay, this is why we go for Prince of Darkness as well. Get that shimmer. Shimmer's extraordinarily useful. Okay, but I think we're on track here. I thought maybe we had time with the old flavored trades, but maybe we don't necessarily, but it's fine because we can sell it for Prince of Darkness. We'll have time to make most use of the money it gives. Okay. Or who knows, maybe we'll just straight up be able to afford Prince of Darkness. That'd be ideal. How do we go with BFBs though? That's what I'm a little worried about. God damn, we're fine. Holy shit. I didn't realize BFBs was such a walk in the park. This multitasking seems a little complicated, but it's fine. Okay, I think we might just be able to afford Prince of Darkness without selling anything. Just. Fortifieds? In my opinion, they're just a slightly stronger BFB. Ooh. Maybe with the Churchill ability on the first wave, we'll be fine? Nope. We need to sell something. God damn it. I think we all know what I need to sell. Gotta do it to him. Alright. Can we rack up 400 bucks and somehow save this in time? Nope. Even though we did afford it, that it was way too far to be salvaged. Alright, we need to sell an actual tower. God damn it. Let's get rid of you. You're just a little buff machine. And you can be rebought. That. See? It's like you never left. Same, but different. Oh, and those Moabs and BFBs just slaughter 63. Just look at it go. It's like, oh, you're coming through? No, you're not. It is beautiful, truly. Alright, and now you're back up to where you were roughly, so that's all good. And now we just need to buy... Ooh, do we buy more money? Should we buy more money? Let's do it, why not? We'll do the same thing as before. Get ourselves an elite sniper, rack in the money, and then all will be well. I should have moved the sniper across a little bit actually, I can't target these guys very well. But should be fine. Nothing major. Anyway, it looks like we're doing pretty well here. So, I think what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna get supply drop, and then after I get that, I will see you guys when we can afford a really dope upgrade, or whenever we get into a bit of a tight spot. But yes, I think that's the plan at the moment. So we'll get this just to make sure that we can pop leads with this guy and call in some extra cash, but beyond that, I think we'll be fine enough to do the old 1-2 skip a few, see you guys at round 80 or something. Anyway, I will see you guys when we get stuck or when we get something really cool. Or, you know, I'll see you at round 80 because we're here now. Hey, I can almost get the ninja I want, but it doesn't look like we need it. Okay, maybe we might need it. Damn, so close to just being able to be like, ha, fuck it, we don't need an upgrade. But apparently we do. It's gonna be Sub-Commander, let's be honest. It's a great upgrade. Throw in a Bloon Jutsu just to be sure. And we should definitely be good now. Correct? We can even use Churchill's abilities if we really need to, but I don't think we will. There it is. Easy enough once we get past the fuss of the early game. Right, onto the map that has probably brought a lot of people home crying. Peninsula. Let's see how we go, huh? Alright. See, there's immediately one big problem there. This number right here. This one, this big old number 4 is kinda shit. Let's try a boat here. It's a pretty good spot for sniping first. So let's see how we go. See if we lose lives, and if so, how many. It's looking like a lot. It's looking like potentially death. It's definitely death. Interesting. What the fuck? $100 to continue when restart does the same thing? You serious? No. Let's see how a sub performs. You know, because we're always talking about how subs surprisingly decent. This could be okay if... No, it's definitely not going to be okay, is it? This is definitely not going to be what we would call okay. No. So that's more death. Intriguing. Okay. How about a boat in a different position? Perhaps this one. Maybe. Could be good. It's just a little awkward. Because it's not like... There needs to be a slightly more of an indent. Alright. I am back. 15 lives is actually quite possible to beat this map with. So, for the first part, we were right in starting off with a relatively good boat spot and then proceeding to sell it mid-round for a sub in the back so that we can clean up a bit better and we can survive. That's the main point, is that so we kind of, you know, live. So once we stop hitting these groups. We will throw a sub back here. Placement doesn't really matter so long as it can actually see the balloons. And as you'll see, okay, good, we do have auto start off. We save quite a few lives. In fact, we've only lost 3. And now, we sell this guy, buy this boy back, except we buy him here. If we buy him here, I think this was the spot. Oh, no, here. Around here. This isn't going to be like a pixel perfect thing. I'm sure there's multiple spots around this area that you can place him, but basically you want him to be able to shoot down a straight line there and there. And then you want to put him on last, because if you leave him on first, this is what happens, right? He'll start shooting and you'll be like, oh wow, he's doing well, and then he starts shooting into this wall, and then he starts lagging a bit with his shots. It's not great, because balloons will still leak through, and as you can see, it's just gonna slowly leak lives as we go along. But this is why we put him on last, and I just realized I have to place him again. Shit. But if we do put him on last, it does barely improve our shots. As you can see, he doesn't necessarily have to aim for the sort of one on there. God damn, I can't English right now. But it does save us a few lives here and there because he accidentally pops the one that's in first anyway. And so, we don't lose too many more lives. And then we kind of just choose to test our luck a little more. So, we do... It does get awfully close. I will say that. It is scary how close this gets. But with this relatively good positioning, we get to the point where we can eventually afford a sub. And this sub is basically going to act as a cleanup detail. So we throw them down wherever. In a bit of a panic, I won't lie. But admittedly, the first time I tried this, I had a lot more lives. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a bit better positioning the first time I tried it, but oh well. But yes, we throw down this sub, ideally not here, to be honest. Ideally, I had him like around here so we could still aim down there, but that's fine, that's fine. This is a terrible spot, but it's fine, we'll work with it. So now we have 2 towers down. That's always a good thing. Never let anyone tell you that having more than 1 tower down is not a good thing, because it's always a good thing. Right. Then we put a sniper down. Preferably at the back. Right? So it can see the whole map and doesn't get in the way of potential better spots with the plane at the front so that it can hit more of the middle of the map rather than at the top here hitting nothing half the time. Okay. So just like I said before, spreading out, not up. We're not focusing on an individual tower too much as we are just sort of spreading ourselves out a bit. And then, see, this is where things sort of get a little confusing. You don't really want to, can you pop those? You can. Good work, great work, sniper. So, we could put another sniper down. This is where it sort of branches out a bit, because you can try and risk it. Let's put you on strong, actually. So we could try and risk it, and just see how we go with these 3 for a while, which I like the idea of. I like only placing new towers whenever I need to, rather than when I want to, because it does save quite a bit of cash. Okay, so now we could place an ace, which is a fairly good tower. But let's just see how we continue. It's not going to be super great, but we're still looking good either way, and we've got money for upgrades now. We honestly really do. Okay, so my main thought is I hate the placement of this sub. So I think I'm going to move it. I think out of everything I'm going to do, that is my best option. Because I want to put him here. Now you may think that is dumb, but if I put a boat up here now, and we start working on advanced intel, this suddenly becomes a hell of a lot of a smarter idea. I don't know why I've added so many onto that. It's probably because I've been up a while trying to figure this out. But it is possible. It is very possible. Don't ever tell me to do Odysseys without monkey knowledge ever again. Admittedly, there's much easier ways to solve this. Either have any military monkey knowledge whatsoever, and it'll help you out immensely, or just don't lose as many lives as I did. It's most likely very easy to not lose as many lives as I have. Just simple mistakes that I've made probably ruined me throughout this run, but it's fine because I've found a stupid way to make it all worthwhile. And I've managed to figure it out and end up with 2 lives. I swear I had a lot more when I was testing this rather than right now, but it's fine. It's fine. So, we're okay at the moment, but we need to be good, right? We need to be confident in our abilities. Now, admittedly, the bottom path tier sub for exactly where I've placed him isn't that great of a tower. Just because when it splits with the airburst darts things, a lot of the time the darts spray into the wall, or at least half of them. And so when that happens, they kind of just get wasted completely, and it's a little bit on the shit side. So we might change that later on. But as we can see, round 21 seems to be the round that's going to start causing us problems. So we need to look into some sort of upgrade, and airburst darts, even at half efficiency, might do the trick. But let's explore our options first. We will need camo detection soon enough, so we need to keep that in mind as well. What if we just do night vision and shrapnel shot? How well does we think that'll work? Probably not too well at all. If we sell our sub, we could get Churchill. That's just a fact. Barely, but we would. Shall we see how that goes? Churchill can't see camos though, but that's a single upgrade for the sniper. We can make that up in 3 rounds easy. Let's test it. Let's test how Churchill will go. Because I like Churchill. Churchill is a great hero. Even at level 1, this Pierce should be enough. Yes. Okay. That's good. That's great. Keep it up, Churchill. We love you. We love you a lot. Please, please keep it up. Keep it up. That guy's not on first, is he? No. He is on strong, because I set him on strong. That's fine. It's fine. Because we can just set him back. I kind of am trying to find the right spot, because you can see how that sort of mountain is glitching out a bit and sort of blocking it off, even though the outer rim of the radius isn't red at the top there, just like above where my cursor is. It's very weird and freaking out. But if we put him down like there, that seems to be the best sort of position for him. Swap you back to first. Let's try this again. Churchill, please do your thing. Okay. Sometimes Churchill's shots are great, sometimes they're not. That's just a fact. Oof. Okay. I think we definitely can do this. We just need to change someone. Okay, maybe we don't go for Churchill right now. Maybe Churchill's not the greatest idea in the world. Let's just try Airburst. We'll try it. See how we go. Once again, keeping our options open. Airburst is an amazing upgrade, but it does take a massive chunk of our money. Okay, we're gonna need night vision for 24. But that's fine, it's very affordable. Bang. Night vision. We'll put you back on first. Perfect. So first camo round went well. Went swimmingly, I'd say.
But I am deathly afraid of every future camo round. Purples mean nothing to us. We're doing a military challenge. Everything is almost certainly sharp, or at least has a sharp aspect, so purples are nothing. And camo detection's fine, so camo perps are fine. Leads. We're just gonna do that. And then put him back to strong for leads. Because it's the cheapest way to do it, and we can almost get Churchill. Free of charge. So we just beat this round, and we'll have him. Perfect. Line him up so that the radius isn't shit. Something like that. Sure. Okay, we have Churchill. We've got a sniper, 2 unupgraded boats, and a submarine, which frankly has been carrying us. Let's not lie about this. Good on you, Churchill. You're working hard. Right. We are doing relatively well, I would argue. I wouldn't say for sure, but if we get triple guns, I'd say we're doing quite well, which is a scary thing to say at this point. I won't lie. Right. What the hell am I gonna do next? Because this was around the time when I lost on my test run, so I'm not feeling the utmost confidence, but we'll try shrapnel shot. Oh god, that's the only thing that can see camo. Back to first. Right, we're not gonna try shrapnel shot. Shrapnel shot, as I've said in the past, is complete garbage in this specific situation. Right. How cheap is it to buy another sniper monkey and then give it camo detection? It's fairly cheap, but not really as cheap as I'd like it to be. Weirdly enough, the reds are causing the problem. You wouldn't think it, but it's true. Huh. The reds are just the sneaky bastards that are getting through there. Right. Okay. New plan of attack, new answer, new solution. We sell this guy, give this guy camo detection, and then we buy this boy back, because he's great for cleanup when things accidentally go through. So now our sub and our boat have camo detection, much better option. I think we're going to stick with that. Okay. I also want this guy to shoot faster. I think that's a brilliant idea. It's always better to go for the damage dealing upgrades before the ones that are sort of utility. I think that's just a plain fact. Fact of life. I still want this guy to go middle path, just because we need that extra money if we're going to make a massive lot of progress here. Churchill, thank you. Doing your job and doing it well. Okay. Leveling up. Beautiful. You son of a gun. You've got 12 pops and you're level 5. That's what we like to see. Churchill, thank you. Oh, this is stressful. This is as stressful as this Odyssey will get. Because it's the last map. Holy shit, it's the last map. We're doing it, team. We're doing it. And honestly, bouncing bullets is actually kind of good. Oh, right. Our lead popping power is now just Churchill. Surprisingly, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. Okay, we need proper lead popping power, but that's easily solved. Very easily solved. There we go. Problem solved. I'm not going to give it to this guy just because this guy can already see camo, so taking out leads and camo leads is priority number 1 and just smarter in general. Right, the only problem is we haven't made any extra money in preparation for round 40, so we're really gonna have to abuse Churchill's ability here. Or maybe afford this in time. Okay, so far so good. It's okay if some of the leads need to be popped by Churchill, just not all of them. You can't handle everything all at once. Just like most people in life. Heroes need a break too, guys. Okay. APD darts should deal a crap load of extra damage. And also be able to help us out with our Moab situation real quick. I'm hoping Yes, okay, that's all gone well and to plan. Moab. Right. Churchill, we're definitely using your ability here. For you to shred those guys. Thank you. And our sniper was right on time for cleanup. This is the furthest I've ever been. On practice, I didn't even hit round 40. And now we've just hit it on my, well, backing out and then re-entering the game first attempt. Right, so this guy can now pop camo leads as well, which is brilliant. Bouncing bullets and all that. Wait, can he? No, he cannot. My bad, I thought bouncing bullets did that. I was wrong. I apologize. I fact-checked myself real quick there. We're all good. Anyway, hopefully, this is the best case scenario here. Right? Actually, no, we'll just buy Merchantman. Whew, we just bought it in time as well. Okay. I was gonna say, we save it for supply drop, we buy it, it's a little expensive, but it pays itself off real quick. But, if we can pop a Moab, most of the time we can pop everything until the next Moab. So, if we get a Merchantman before then, that'll be a lot more money coming in. And we definitely need money for this to work. Holy shit, we need money. That is no joke. Absolutely no joke. Please. Okay, we could. Do we go for supply drop now? Cerams that are fortified do look like they're a pain, but I trust Churchill enough to save me from them. Thank you. Glad you're coming through for me. Although that's a lot of cerams, just in general. Oh no, wow. I underestimate Churchill a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really use him a lot just because he's really expensive and I prefer less expensive heroes that I think personally can do a similar or even better job in the early game. But I honestly sleep on him a lot. Just because I hate placing a hero after round 10. And so that's also why I don't really play co-op games all that much. Just don't. I prefer to place my heroes on time every time, which is usually within the 1 to 10 range, so Churchill doesn't always fit that category. Alright. And even things like Benjamin is a little too expensive for me. Sometimes I don't even bother, even if I know it'll make my life easier. If I can place him in time. Alright, we've got our second lot of Moabs, but we're about to get our first cash drop here. I think we can handle a Moab without an ability. Thank you. First cash drop. Well, I say cash drop, supply drop. Shouldn't say cash drop. It's a forbidden power. We don't talk about those. We don't use those. Let's get a never miss with camo detection, of course, because we're using our sub as an offensive unit rather than a submerged boy to help us. Okay, that looked good. That looked so good, I'm gonna get another Merchantman. It's very vital that, especially if you're in the exact same situation I am, no monkey knowledge, trying to beat this map, minimal lives on the very end, like, it's very, very important to only buy dramatic upgrades in between rounds. As you can see, that's a pain in the ass. But if you only buy them in between rounds, that means when you come back to a round, then you've got extra money, in a way. It's weird how it works out. But essentially, you just, you get a retry with your maximum possible, with your maximum potential, I guess you could say. Because if you buy things at the in between a round, if you restart that round, you get that money you used to buy them back, so you can try something else. We're going to use Churchill's ability here to really mess these guys up. Because there's a certain hierarchy to what you should try if shit hits the fan. I think number 1 is abilities. If you can't beat it without an ability, try using an ability. Obviously, don't use the ability if it's not going to be one that adds more DPS. Don't think a supply drop can save you from round 63. It will not. But If it's something like Churchill's first ability, then heck yeah, give it a shot. See if maybe that little bit of extra DPS can save you. If not, that sucks. But at least you tried it before spending cash potentially on a wasted upgrade. Right. We're going to do the exact same thing I literally just said right now. Right now. Let's see if we can do this with Churchill's ability. I essentially treat every Odyssey without... I treat it like it's an extreme mode. Right? Where every single dollar potentially counts and makes a difference. See? Just like that. Always got to try your abilities first, especially if they're ready. If they're not ready... I mean, there's a chance they will be during the round, but that's another risk in it of itself. That's like my risk at the very start of this game where I had to sell and rebuy a tower, and it happened to work out because round 4's a pain. And we managed to do well after round 4. Right, do we risk an elite sniper? I think it might actually be worth it after one more ability use. Because buying elite sniper resets the cooldown. So, actually, you know what? We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it just because we want to play safe. So we're going to use this ability, get our 1,200, be happy with that, be grateful we got that in the first place, and then later on, if we're feeling much more comfortable, i.e. when we get a Spectre, we'll buy an elite sniper. Can we handle 2 Moabs? It's scary, but we can. Okay, good. That means this round's fine. Because that's all this round really has as a threat. It's just 2 Moabs at a time. It honestly can be very scary. Okay. And that's the only problem with Odysseys that are actually difficult towards the end without any monkey knowledge, is that I do try to edit these videos down so that they're a lot more compact and easily sort of taken in. You know, nobody wants like an hour and a half video of one map of the Odyssey, but sometimes you just have to take it slow, and some people really like it when I point out exactly what I'm doing and why. So I apologize to those who don't, but I'm trying to appeal to as many people as possible here. So my apologies if you do not like that. If you're just looking for the method and you don't want all the blabbing, then feel free to mute the video. I will not be upset. Do not worry. In fact, why would you worry if I'm upset anyway? Well, what does it matter to me? I won't know that you muted the video. Anyway, forget about that. We just bought a Spectre. We just bought a fucking Spectre. I should be able to happily turn back auto start. Turn auto start back on. Damn, I can't English. But we should be alright for now. Because Spectre is insane. I went middle path just so it could see camo. I'm not taking any risks. By risks, I mean round 78. Never mind, round 78 doesn't exist. By risks, I mean round... Oh, who am I kidding? I can't name another difficult round with camo balloons in it. I was going to say 59, but we're already done with that. And we've had that solution covered for a while. But as you can see, Spectre is doing a hell of a job. And honestly, a lot of the times, the Spectre comes down to RNG. So, by all means, if your game does not currently look like this, where we just one-shot 63, no problems, a lot of the time you can just back out, come back in, retry the Spectre RNG, and you probably get it. And by RNG, I mean placement. So, like, the Spectre's all the way out the back here, so it's not going to be able to hit that guy, right? Maybe with better RNG it can, but that just depends where it is when you start the round. Because it's constantly flying around. Right, what can we do to solve that problem? Elite Sniper, not so much. A different plane, however. One more befitting to destroying... I don't know why I would change that. One more befitting to destroy Moab specifically is most likely a better option here. Gets the damage in early, and the Spectre's just there to finish things off. And it destroys them soon enough so that Churchill and the others can chime in, make it even easier. Okay. Back to looking pretty good. And somehow we've managed to hold on to these guys. I thought we would have had to sell those a while back just to survive, but no. We are alive, and they are useful. two of my favorite things in this game. Monkeys being alive and monkeys being useful. Okay, well, so far so good. The only difficult thing that we've versed so far has been fortified Moabs. Like that. But we seem to be getting the hang of those. The next thing on the list would be fortified BFBs that are a problem. Because I think regular ones, we're past round 60, so regular ones are fine. Fortified ones will be a pain, but they only show up on 79 to start. And 79 doesn't come up, so we should be quite fine, actually. Let's get our elite sniper for extra cash while we're looking pretty good at the moment. I know I said I shouldn't have done that mid-round, but I think it's fine just because getting rid of the elite sniper, like selling it to buy a different upgrade, like a better upgrade, is actually a lot better. Most of the time. Most of the time. So he's essentially an investment. If he's just chilling and he's making money and he's sticking around, that's beautiful. Just like that. So if we can get extra money out of him, great. If we need to sell him, fine. No big deal. We'll sell him and we'll buy a bloody cruise ship for all I care. Right? He's literally just there to make us money and make our lives a little bit easier. And he is definitely doing that along with these two merchant men. Oh, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Admittedly, it took a while, especially with this map. It took me a lot of thinking. A lot of brain juice went into this. But we out here. And we've done it. Military monkeys only. Peninsula. 15 lives. Survived with 2. 2. Why do my Odysseys always end with me barely living? Anyway, we did it, and that's the important part. And I can't stress this enough. Any military or magic monkey knowledge... Oh my god, it says we placed 7 Churchills. How did we do that? Did we sell Churchill at one point? I don't even know how that happens. But apparently we placed 7 Churchills, which is interesting. Anyway... But yeah, any magical or military monkey knowledge, or even hero monkey knowledge, if you can get a discount on placing Churchill and have him place at level 3 instead of 1, that is insanely good. And I can't stress this enough. I really can't stress this enough. Where is it? Magic, Mana Shield. I would most likely have 50 lives still in that very last map by that very last wave if Mana Shield was on for me. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact. Anyway, that was the Popping Bloons Odyssey. Holy crap, that was a roller coaster of emotions. This map was surprisingly difficult to start on, but overall, most of the maps were pretty chill, and I liked it. So there you go. The Popping Bloons without any monkey knowledge on hard difficulty. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this has helped you out somewhat, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.